fall in love? That's already happened, maybe. That is such a hard question. How stupid, I'm just standing there. Oh my God, this is insane. Oh God, don't do this to me. You don't even wanna know what my legs looked like. Really love carrot cake. Carrot cake. I love it. Ready? Hey y'all, I'm Conan Gray, and this is My Life in 20 for PopBuzz. What album could you listen to 20 times over and not get bored? This is a very easy one for me. I listen to Pure Heroine by Lorde very often. I have found relevance for it through my whole entire life, and I was just listening in the car on the way here. So I'm gonna say that. Pretty easy one for me. What niche random topic could you talk about for 19 minutes straight without notes? Reptiles and amphibians, I really could. I know everything there is to know about reptiles and amphibians, like truly everything there is to know. Maybe not as much as an actual biologist, but I know a lot. Show me any picture of any reptile or amphibian and I would probably know it. Truthfully, I probably would. They were my special interest as kids. I had crested geckos growing up, and I just talked about this in an interview, and it's funny that I'm talking about it again, but my favorite fact about them is that for a long time they were thought to be extinct, fully extinct in the wild. And then randomly they found them on an island called New Caledonia, just in the middle of nowhere, and now they're one of the most popular pets in the world. So it's a very interesting thing. I think that's quite fun. Like, what is extinct that is not extinct? You know? You were 18 years old when you released your debut single, Idletown. What is the greatest debut single of all time? Oh, that is such a hard question. Well, immediately what popped to my head is gonna be Driver's License by a wonderful girl. But also another one, I feel like since I'm here in the UK right now, I'm gonna say West End Girls by the Pet Shop Boys. I might be wrong about this. I believe that was their first song that they ever released. And imagine your first song ever being West End Girls. That is crazy. That is crazy. There are 17 songs on the deluxe edition of your Wishbone album. In your opinion, what is the perfect amount of songs an album should have? I actually prefer a shorter album. I like to hear the most succinct version of what you have to say rather than to have to hear you ramble. To me, perfect length is 11 to 13 songs. Maybe I'll eat crow in a bit and really release a crazy long album, but I prefer short albums. I just think albums as a whole are really fun to listen to, and when you can get it done in like 11 songs, I feel like I really believe you. It felt really relevant to do a deluxe for Wishbone. One, because I just kind of didn't want it to be over. I really enjoyed this album. I feel like it's the album of my life and I just really didn't want it to be done. Two, I was writing songs after the album was out. Normally, by the time I'm done with an album, I'm kind of like moving on to a new sound or a new era, but I was writing songs and I was like, these are just Wishbone songs. Like, what am I doing? So it felt right to do a deluxe. What can you remember about your 16th birthday? By the time I was 16, I had friends, which was really nice. A lot of those kids that I was friends with growing up, I still talk to today, and they're amazing, wonderful people. I believe that I ate chili. I eat chili on most of my birthdays. I love chili. You know, I am a Texan at the end of the day, so I love a bowl of meat. And that's mostly what I remember. I probably had carrot cake as well. I really love carrot cake, and that's usually my request for my birthdays.
Carrot cake!
Actually, recently I was introduced to banoffee pie. I quite like a banoffee pie. So now my friends have done carrot cake and banoffee pie, and if they're feeling like I've been really good that year, they also will get me tiramisu. So it's really, it's a really special time for me. On my birthdays, I always feel so loved. What TV show were you obsessed with at 15? I believe I was watching this Norwegian show that was only available to watch on Tumblr, a show called Scam. I was watching Scam at 15. I believe I was watching Mad Men. I was probably watching Victorious still as well, which was a great one. I think that sums it up. It was a good array of high and low. Victorious being high, obviously. You posted your first video on your official YouTube account at the age of 14. Who was your favorite YouTuber growing up and why? Oh God, It's hard to pick one. I watched a lot of Minecraft YouTube, and I really loved watching Minecraft Hunger Games. I think I watched a lot of Joy Graceffa, and the YouTuber that has followed me through all of my life, truly, since I was probably 10, is Rhett and Link. I watched a lot of Good Mythical Morning, and I actually got to be on Good Mythical Morning, so I was geeked that day. I was geeked. Friday the 13th is one of the biggest horror franchises of all time. What film gave you nightmares as a child? Labyrinth. The movie Labyrinth, starring David Bowie, gave me nightmares because I didn't know what the movie was, and then it got to the scene with the guy who had eyeballs in his hands. No, Pan's Labyrinth is the one with the eyeballs in the hands, not the David Bowie version. And still think about it to this day. If you could live the life of anyone else for 12 hours, who would you be and why? I think that I would probably want to live as one of my friends just to see what it's like to be in my own life. I feel like I would be like, oh, that's such an ick, I need to stop doing that. Or maybe I'll think, what a lovely guy. So maybe one of my friends, any one of them. Your song 1111 explores themes of fate and superstition. What's one wild conspiracy theory that you 100% believe in? I'm not a large conspirator. I think that science itself is mostly theory, so there's plenty of conspiracy to go around. But as a kid, I definitely thought that the Bermuda Triangle was gonna be really relevant in my life and something that I would need to actively avoid, and I'm still a little scared. I think I understand ocean currents, but still, I have not been to Bermuda, and I don't know if I will anytime soon, but what's going on? What's going on over there? I'd like to see, but it's a triangle. From the VMAs to the Met Gala, you're a certified fashion icon. God, stop. Rate these Conan Gray looks out of 10. This was good. I ate everyone up, to be honest. This was Balmain at the Met Gala. I just remember thinking that I looked so handsome. And I remember feeling like it was kind of hilarious the whole time I was there. I just felt like, wow, how special that I get to experience this world. And I felt very lucky to have been able to been dressed by Olivier. I felt very lucky. 10, 11, 12. Lollapalooza. This was, honestly, I'm gonna give this a 9 only because it was so hot. It's all leather. You don't even want to know what my legs looked like. Actually disgusting, but I looked really good. That was a time. Chicago, I love Chicago. Okay, this is Met Gala 2022, I believe. I was terrified in this picture. Can you tell? I was like, save me, I'm scared. I'm gonna give this a fear out of 10, because all I was thinking was, I'm scared. My body does not know the difference between being on a red carpet or being hunted by a lion. Like, I have done so many scary things in life, and there's nothing scarier to me than being on a red carpet. How stupid, I'm just standing there. What's so f***ing scary? Oh my God, this is insane. I think that this is a teenage boy who did not really know what was going on. I have empathy for him. I give this 1 Texas out of 10. You can really tell that I'm from Texas here. I remember putting this outfit on and being like, I look normal, right? No, babe. You look like you're from the country.
Wishbone color scheme.
Yeah, that's true though. I had a little wishbone going on there. Okay, this is the VMAs last year. This was crazy. I just remember thinking the VMAs are about fun and visuals. So I just wanted to give people something fun to look at, or at least interesting or entertaining to look at, and that was my main mission. But my favorite thing is my little wishbone hat with the little feather. I felt like a little pirate there. Track 9 on Super 8 is called Summer Child. Rank all 4 seasons from best to worst. Best is fall, second best is spring, third best is winter, and fourth best is summer. I don't love the summer. I don't like how you can't really escape heat. It just follows you everywhere you go. Fall is the best because you can wear a sweater. The summer is the worst because you can't wear a sweater. In fact, you can't wear much clothes. Your third album, Found Heaven, was heavily inspired by 80s music. And your fans say it's your most underrated project. Name something underrated and explain why it deserves more love. Underrated. I would say failure is underrated, guys. You need to experiment and fail and look really stupid and have a silly, wonderful time learning to grow. Perfectionists are nerfing themselves. You need to just learn, make some mistakes, get your heart broken, do something. God. Which of the 7 deadly sins do you think you're most guilty of? On my birthday, gluttony. If you could invite 6 celebrities that are alive to go on the ultimate night out with you, who would you invite and where would you go? I feel like I'm like friends with enough singers to just like have like a normal hang. I'll have my friends and then I'll have like Dolly Parton. I think she could hang.
What would you eat with Dolly?
Chocolate cake. Sometimes I will buy her like brownie and cake mix from the store, and in my mind I'm like, this is my grandma's recipe. I love it. The first thing I ever did after I signed my record deal was I walked across the street and I bought Dolly Parton's Jolene. The final 5. Name 5 things you can't live without. Dolly Parton chocolate cake mix. Describe yourself in 4 words. Gluttonous. Birthday. Smiling and cake. What are your top 3 songs of all time? Oh God, don't do this to me. Lover You Should Have Come Over by Jeff Buckley. Buzzcut Season by Lorde. Oh God. I Will Always Love You, Dolly Parton. Name 2 things on your bucket list. Fall in love. No, that's already happened, maybe. Let's see, 2 things on your bucket list. I wanna go to New Zealand again because I really liked it last time I went. And I would like to move to London in my lifetime, just for a little. I really love it here.
What's the best thing about London?
The Tube. And Percy Pig. Who or what is your one true love? Music. At the end of the day, I will always choose music over everything. I think that one day when I'm married, whoever I'm married to will understand that they are second to music. And that's okay. That's me. Thank you. Carrot cake, really love carrot cake. Carrot cake, birthday, banoffee pie. I quite like a banoffee pie. Banoffee pie, tiramisu. I love a bowl of meat, chocolate cake. I love chili, brownie and cake mix from the store. Dolly Parton chocolate cake mix, Percy Pig, Dolly Parton.